Good morning from the north. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We've got this pair's getting ready to go off. It's Big Bertha and the young male. They seem to really be into each other, and he's beautiful, so he's not fertile yet, but we're just going to let them try and learn together. All my pairs are just eating or free swimmers at this point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there was an interesting live stream last night. Although I don't normally mention names, this live stream came from KG Tropicals. He discussed various things, but there's one little segment. I'm going to pop a clip up here, and I'll link the actual video down below. Credit to KG Tropicals for his own content. I'm only going to use a small segment of his very long live stream that I found interesting, and I'd like to share it with you all. Do check out his original video. It was last night. But yeah, I just, the message is kind of getting out there. People have been intimidated to speak out against the obvious. Last night, KG Tropicals clearly spoke out against the obvious. So the obvious problems with a particular segment of the YouTube fish keeping community. So let's pop that up for you right here. We'll let you have a little look at that, and then I'll just end the video. But the tide is turning. Quality of care is where it should have been at the whole time, and I'm happy to see that more and more of the established fish tubers are saying, hey, you know what? Think twice. Here's why. And they're giving you their piece on the swamp tank deal, and it's starting to sound very familiar, and I like it. I like it a lot, because it's gonna help fish the world over live better lives, and I'm all about that. So here's the little clip, and thank you so much for watching.
YouTube community at the time, and I said, hey y'all, listen, that method works. It is a doable thing. We've got tanks like that in our fish room, but I'm here to tell you that's not for everyone. I wouldn't recommend that method to new fish keepers. I don't care what anybody online is saying. Be careful with that. Not saying it doesn't work, but be careful with it, because not every tank is going to work that way. And I'm talking about the no water changes method. Y'all want to know the level of nonsense that came my way after that? You want to know the people that were from the channel that I was talking about, in that the amount of people that are followers of that channel that came over and ripped me a new asshole? You want to know how? It's countless how many there were. Never once, I just have to throw this in there, never once did I accuse the owner of that channel of sending those people over my way. In fact, the exact opposite happened. The man who runs that channel, he agreed with 100% of what I was saying. But the point I'm trying to make is, there was a ridiculous amount of hate that came to me because of that, because I take my job seriously, and I felt obligated to let my audience know that that method is not going to work for everybody. It only works in certain circumstances. So it was worth it to me to take the hit and do what needed to be done to make it is my job to make people aware when I see something out there that I consider to be an animal being mistreated or outright abuse. Sorry to use that word that's been so popular today. It's my job to do that. I take that very seriously, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Not today, not tomorrow, never will you see me apologize for that.
Jim Jones has never told them to stop, not once.